Millions of landlords going belly up as they default on loans. Hey everybody, Scott Walters. Buckle up, strap in. I got a hard-hitting pull, no punches, no sugarcoating it, no rainbows, no sunshine. Just gonna give it to you and give it to you straight. We got a good one to unpackage today. Buckle up and strap in. Hold on to your hats and glasses as we blow the lid off yet another hot topic. It would appear landlords going belly up with their investment properties all over the board. Commercials getting attacked. It's funny because on one hand, I see it as a safe haven. I get a lot of calls like, hey, Scott, I want to invest in investment properties, commercial. They're trying to store their wealth in it. But the ones that had those non-paying tenants got screwed. They got screwed and they're defaulting on loans. Not only that, I've already shown you guys tons of commercial real estate empty. I mean, on life support. And that's the elephant in the room. Really what I believe is going on here, friends. And like I said, I always say you could throw a dart at an economic map or hitting an issue. The perfect storm. We used to talk about the perfect storm being eviction bans, mortgage forbearance, unemployment benefits, and whatever else stimulus was going on. It was the perfect storm because we're just kicking the can. We're delaying a recession because when we got into lockdowns initially, we were in a micro recession, and then we just bought our way out of it. But it was a house of cards. It was musical chairs, and the music stopped playing. The cards are falling now in spectacular fashion. It always comes down to basic fundamentals, right? Bigger bubble. Bigger blowback. That's all you need to know. Anybody wants to cheerlead you and tell you this time is different, date the rate, marry the house, the Fed's gonna pivot, won't matter. Tell you what you tell them is booms and busts. We've always had them, and anytime a boom is manifested, a bust has followed. It's never been if. It's always been when. We've always had those cycles, and then I don't know. They'll probably I don't know what they'll do, but I'm sure they'll. I don't know. I don't even know. I don't even know what I could tell somebody if they hit me with that, if I'm out there trying to sugarcoat it. Luckily for me, I've never sugarcoated this thing from Jump Street, man. It's always been straight talk, and that's just me. And I'm a salesman through and through. So what we're seeing now, and I'm going to take the camera outside for you today, and we're going to take a look at an apartment building boarded up, gone. But that's no big deal, Scott. I've seen boarded up apartment. Oh, have you? In Beverly Hills, Rodeo Drive, the $1 million listing cities. They're playgrounds for the rich and famous. Well, that's where this one's at. How could it possibly happen? Well, I'll tell you how it happened. The health crisis. It all comes back to the health crisis. It's not for the health crisis. You and I aren't even talking. So we're not friends. We're probably not friends. I'm out there selling rainbows and sunshine, talking about staging the home and color schemes and Home Depot grade remodels and whatever we can do to get your house on the market and ready to be flipped. Which is ultimately where I think we need to go, because like we've always talked about, be greedy when others are fearful, fearful when others are greedy. Greed is long gone, fear is sweeping these markets. That's where when there's blood in the streets, we got to start examining properties, cost to own, what would they rent for, grab a handful of partners, acquire property. So today we're going to look at a property that might fit the bill with the right amount of partners. You could grab this thing and own multi-unit rental property. This would be a cash cow. I feel bad. I don't know how these people dropped the ball on it. But let's go ahead to drive our point home, jump over to today's featured property. Then we'll meet back here and wrap it up. Let's get started. All right, friends, buckle up and strap in. You're about to enter the Twilight Zone. This is absolutely absurd. This is Southern California, a beautiful city of wealth, a beach town. These apartments should be full. Not even one vacancy. The whole building is now done, gone, boarded up, probably going back to the bank. Non-paying tenants, possibly. Maybe the owner bought it in the bubble, tried to price gouge his tenants, possibly. Anything's possible, but one thing's for sure, this apartment building has gone ghost town. Another temperature check, another heat map of a housing market that's falling on its face. Let's get back to the studio so we can wrap this one up. All right, friends, welcome back. So there you go, a boarded up apartment building in a city of wealth. My guess, I can only imagine. See, as a landlord, you really want to own affordable rentals because, like we've talked about, white collar wage earners buy homes. That's where I come in and sell you your home. Blue collar wage earners rent homes. That's where I come rent you homes. This is a great property to have available. You will never be empty if you have an affordable rental in a place that's very expensive to live. That people clamor for these things. So we rarely have tenant turnover with these types of properties. Now, luxury property sitting empty right now, sucking air, a whole different video. But the realities are this is the byproduct of a health crisis that had a stimulus ushered in and stimulus measures programs implemented in the form of eviction bans, mortgage forbearance, all this funny money. This is a byproduct of that, more than likely. And this isn't a city of wealth. Leave it in the comments below. I'm sure if you're not already seeing it, you're going to be seeing the same. I believe by the mid and summertime this year, the air is all the way out of this bubble. It's now how deep will it go, and it'll be temperature checking and heat mapping it. Luckily for us, as we monitor the health and the fitness of the U.S. housing market, because it's the biggest asset class in the world, it will tell us. We can recover from a lot of things. Stock market crash, maybe. Crypto, possibly. Housing, real estate crash, never. It'll be a vacuum that just pulls jobs and everything. It's going to suck the air right out of this. Only the people that were mentally prepared, centered, and surrounded with like-minded people won't be a deer in the headlights, able to operate within this more efficiently because they halfway expected it. Many people have the blinders on. How do you know that? Because I lived through 2008. Many people had the blinders on. I even had my blinders on to some extent. I was able to get out of that thing relatively unscathed compared to many, many others. But I suffered some blowback. I learned a great lesson. I don't regret it now because of what I've learned, but I certainly don't want to go back and do the same thing over expecting a different result. That would be the definition of insanity. My job is to make sure we're all sane moving forward, making smart decisions. I'm going to be here to do that every step of the way because it's not only what we need, it's in fact what we deserve. If you appreciate the content, I want to humbly ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Social media links in the description of this video if you'd like to contact me there, along with links to channels I've appeared on I think you might enjoy. If you need help buying or selling real estate here in America, I have the biggest network of top-rated agents in the nation ready to assist you. It would be our honor and our privilege to do so. Email in the description for you as well. Also, if you're watching from your television set today and you enjoyed this video, I know you're going to love the next video. And there's an easy subscribe icon for your convenience. As always, thank you for your time. Please go make it count today. I'll see you on the next video.